which meet and greet did you have? This was from...
This is from Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yep. Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures. It wasn't like I was bending over grabbing my ankles.
But I'm sure you wish you would.
I would trade my ex for me and Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really worth it.
Y'all, I just need to say this. I get Chris Brown's a celebrity. I understand how excited you might get when you see a celebrity. I'm in Vegas, y'all. I used to be a bartender. So when I tell you I've seen celebrities so many times, it's not even funny. I don't really get that feeling of like overdoing things in my mind. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I feel like a lot of women tend to let their emotions get the best of them and forget that they're in a full-blown relationship. I personally don't think that if you're going to go to a meet and greet or you're going to take pictures with Chris Brown, it would be a picture like that. If my man told me he was going to take a picture with Meg Thee Stallion, I would assume that he'd be right next to her taking a regular picture. If he's behind her and his private parts are to her ass, I probably would dump in a heartbeat. Call it controlling, call it insecure, call it jealousy, call it whatever you want. I personally don't want to be with a man who's groping other women. It's not my type of thing. It's not my cup of tea. And that is not a hug. A hug is from the front and forward. It's not me turned this way where my ass is poked out. I'm okay. I think that's very disrespectful. And I think that her husband leaving her was, or her partner leaving her was a perfect thing. Because if that's something he couldn't handle and that's something he wasn't going to tolerate, then that's his boundary. I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to judge anybody for leaving somebody, because a lot of us cannot handle certain things. And somebody who has already been cheated on or has been hurt in the past, you don't know what that man has gone through. So he's justified to leave. I find it funny that women will go out of their way to pay thousands of dollars for a Chris Brown ticket, and his tickets to even be close to at least the first 6 rows are about $4,000. I pray to God that a lot of you women are taking care of your men as well. I think this is the reason why most of the time these men are leaving you guys, because these men will be buying your tickets, taking care of you, or he's the one paying all the bills, and you're out there going to go get tickets to Chris Brown, and you probably don't pour into your man. I find it funny that women will scream for the rooftops over Chris Brown, but won't do the same for their partners. Do you know how many times I've watched women's Instagrams after I see these posts? They don't post their man at all. They don't show that they like their man at all, but there'll be a whole bunch of videos of them dancing on Chris Brown or saying nasty things. And look what she just said at the end of this video. I would choose Chris Brown over my ex any day. He made the best decision. If I heard my partner talk like that, I wouldn't want to be with you. Because like I said, y'all, I get it. It's a picture. It's Chris Brown. It's a celebrity. But if I was to meet Chris Brown, I could do a regular like this, him have his arm over my shoulder. Why do I have to be, I don't got to be like, and I would say, you know what you're doing when you're doing that. Come on now, y'all. We get it. He's attractive. We get it. He's good looking, but you still have a man. Why does that go out the window the moment you guys see Chris Brown? Y'all make me scared to go to this dang concert, because you guys, women are ruining the idea of what a celebrity is supposed to be. They're celebrities, y'all, and you guys are acting like groupies, like straight up groupies. You're not acting like a fan. You're acting like a groupie. And the one thing that I've honestly noticed that I feel like women aren't painting a big picture to is there are so many women that have access to being with a celebrity and they don't understand it. Do you know how many times Chris Brown has brought somebody up to stage and danced on them? You know how many times Chris Brown has, we see it all the time. We even see celebrities grabbing women from the stages right in front of their partners. This is the reason why men have that insecurity. You see what I'm saying? And then when you act groupied out, of course your man's going to feel some type of way. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with liking celebrities, y'all. I will not take that from you. I love Chris Brown. I've been a Chris Brown fan since I was a little girl. But I am not going to get to a point where I'm doing all that, y'all. I'm not going to take a picture with him, my legs wrapped around. Think about this, y'all. Like, do you see me post my man like that? No. So imagine if I'm over here posting all these Chris Brown pictures and I haven't posted my man once. That don't look good, especially if a picture's, and a lot of the pictures y'all be taking, I've seen them. Chris Brown has y'all bent over, has your guys' legs wrapped around him, and you guys will be married women. Look, if that's your relationship and your partner thinks that's cool because you guys let each other do that, by all means, that's your boundaries. But if you know your man has a boundary of, hey, babe, if you go to a Chris Brown concert, just please respect me, and you go outside of that and you end up single, I think this is the reason why a lot of women are ending up single, y'all. The fact that nobody respects each other in a relationship no more. What is going on? Like, I'm really not understanding this. The dynamic of love, I feel like it's going out the window. No one respects each other anymore. Nobody wants to do right by each other. Women want to say men want to cheat all the time, but y'all do the same thing. Y'all will act like groupies and then get mad at men for leaving you and saying they're insecure and control. No, they're not. I would not want to be with a girl who acts like this with celebrities. I'm sorry. You could have took any type of picture, girl. A side by side. I would have done a back to back with little guns. That would have been my style. Or I would have been on the floor. He could have been over there. I'm not gonna let Chris Brown jump on my back. I'm not gonna jump on his. I wouldn't do things like that because I just feel like there's boundaries you have to implement. And you know he's a celebrity. You know this. Like I said, y'all, maybe you just can't control yourself when you're around good-looking men. Maybe that's something you need to work on before you get into relationships. Y'all want men to act accordingly when they get around women, but y'all don't do the same. Make it make sense, ladies.